Built over a century ago, the prison had a long, ugly history. Riots, murders, suicides. But it was Block 13 that earned the most fear. Guards spoke of strange occurrences, lights flickering, screams from empty cells, and shadows that moved against the grain of logic. Inmates who stayed there often went mad, begging to be relocated. Some even clawed at their walls until their fingers bled, but officially it was dismissed as superstition. Just old wiring and hysteria. Officer Ramirez didn't believe in ghost stories. She was fresh out of training, tough and rational. When the night shift supervisor mentioned that the feed to Block 13's security cameras had gone out again, she volunteered to check it out. The others tried to warn her with nervous jokes and sidelong glances, but she laughed them off and grabbed her flashlight. The prison was dead silent that night. As she passed into the corridor of Block 13, a coldness seeped into her bones. It wasn't just temperature, it felt wrong, like something ancient and hateful was watching. She walked past the empty cells. Most were covered in dust and untouched. But when she reached cell 13A, she stopped. The doors were auto-locked and hadn't been opened in weeks. Maintenance must have screwed up, she muttered, and pushed it open with her flashlight. Inside was pitch black. The beam of her light cut through the darkness, illuminating scratched walls, old rusted bars, and she paused. Before she could react, the cell door slammed shut behind her. Ramirez spun around and ran to it. The flashlight flickered, then died. Then, breathing. Deep and raspy, coming from right behind her. She turned quickly, nothing. But the breathing was still there, closer now. A voice, guttural and cold, whispered in her ear, "You finally came back." She screamed, slamming her fists against the door. No one heard her. The next morning, guards found cell block 13 as it always was, locked and undisturbed. No sign of Ramirez. Her flashlight lay inside 13A, cracked in half. Security footage was later recovered from a backup feed. It showed Ramirez standing outside the cell, alone. And then the cell opened, on its own. Since that night, 13A remains locked, welded shut. But sometimes, just past 3 a.m., guards report seeing a face in the tiny cell window, wearing Ramirez's uniform and smiling.